everyone, it's wine time. We're joining you live from Catalina, where it's been wine time for 3 days. I'm with my great friend Ann Marty. Some of you might recognize her, but she's here to help out on some of our observations over the last 3 days. And she's really loving being on camera right now.
Yes.
Oh, I love my friends.
She owes me big time.
I do. I always do. But you know what? Actually, okay, hold on. First of all, what are you drinking in?
I'm having probably my 48th Paloma of the weekend. Not today though. That would only be 5.
Hold on. I almost spit my wine out. Well, that's nice. 48, 49, doesn't it? I'm having a Fess Parker Chardonnay 2017. Now I have a little story about the wine this week. So we get here Thursday and I don't care. We're just here to party. And we ended up in some dive bars where I had some dive wines. It is not a good idea. I'm telling you, Friday, that was yesterday, was rough because I had corporate crap on Thursday night. So stick with my recommendation, go local, make sure it's quality. I'll put a link again on the app, or not the app, but the website you can go to and figure out if it's corporate or what. Hey, you stop laughing at Ann. She's
It's
doing
funny.
just great.
It's very
right.
funny.
I know. Now, we are going to talk about, and we have been at the Catalina Island Jazz Festival, Jazz Tracks, and today we saw some interesting fashion moments.
We did.
We did.
We did.
And so,
I
bad or
liked it.
good, you liked it?
I did.
Yeah, I thought some of the women were just like, and some of the men too, but I wanted to know, good or bad, what were your moments, or maybe one good or bad moment? Doesn't have to be both.
Pregnant lady in the faux Burberry.
And what did you think about that?
Hey, you don't have the pocketbook to go deep. Fake it till you make it.
So it was the full length Burberry, right? The jumpsuit.
I think it was a jumpsuit.
A jumpsuit. And she was rocking it with her husband. Well, we assume.
Well, maybe. We don't know. We're in Catalina.
Her baby daddy.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's a true good point.
I don't know.
But he was also of a complementary color.
Yes, 70s gold quasi tracksuit kind of.
Yeah.
I liked it though. It had a good vibe. It had a good jazz vibe.
It did. They
Yeah.
worked that. All right. And so my moment was one of the musicians, and I'm not going to say who today. All right. I covered this last week. You need to take a picture of your outfit, especially if you're going to be on stage, or for God's sakes, at least get a stylist. But so one of the musicians, I thought the pants were a little weird from the front, but this musician had to turn around and grab water and wipe his sweat. And I mean, they work hard.
Mm-hmm.
They were great. You know what I'm talking about. So this pant has like a caramel color at the bottom, and then some weird kind of cowboy chap-like things on the front. But when he turned,
They weren't assless.
well, okay, but that's my point.
You wanted them assless.
Well, maybe, now that I think about it. But when he turned around and reached for his water, it did look like assless chaps. Am I wrong?
They were nude chaps.
That's the problem. You should take a picture and know that your pants look like you are wearing assless chaps. It's just not cool. So that was my fashion faux pas, and it was one of the artists. But otherwise, beautiful music. Just get a stylist. Okay, or have us come over. Now, drink up. You need to get to 50, honey. All right.
I'm coasting.
We are going to talk about dressing for vacation and being, I know, isn't it nice?
Mine got a little snug.
Snug. You got to be strategic, people, and we often don't think about it. And I'm talking to men and women because you're out, you're eating, you're a lot of drinking, and drink up, honey, and salt and all of that. So
It's a drinking game. No one told me. Well, what's the code word?
What is the word? What is the drinking game, people?
Assless chaps.
Ashless, whatever.
They were ashy.
So I wore these. Remember, these were night one.
You looked stunning.
I could still button them. I mean, look at that. But then by the next night, I needed a stretchy little dress, which, started to look a little rounded at the middle. And
we're having a theme.
Oh, it's total animal time. I mean, it's Animal House here. But tonight, I am in a full-on muumuu. But this is the way to do a muumuu. Girl by girl, Carmel. I mean, hello. And I can look pregnant and nobody really, wait, do I look pregnant? Do I look pregnant?
No.
Okay, good. I'm not pregnant. It's not possible anyway, so, you know, I'm of that age. So what do you think about that, Anne? Is that a good strategy?
It is a good strategy. I did not adhere to that strategy. I'm wearing my skinny pants on the last day.
How'd you get in those?
Carefully.
Okay, glad.
I might not get back up.
Don't pop them.
Yeah.
Now, Anne is a she's an interior design expert. And for those of you who received my newsletter, she just did my dining room on a very tight budget and restrictions around not getting rid of furniture that we'd had for very long, but to make it good after an inspiration room in Los Angeles. So Anne, we were talking on the way here, what color trends do you see happening for not just fashion, but especially interior design? Are we still seeing a lot of neutrals and white and clean and all of that?
Yes. White is always in. White is always good. Always a good neutral backdrop. We are anxiously awaiting the color of the year. Nobody knows yet.
And who decides that? Is that the Pantone people?
Yes.
All right.
So last year was kind of a gray color.
Well, it's been
I
gray.
did hear kind of a blushy pink, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'm going with green.
Oh,
I
hello.
like green. Yes.
Yes.
Green. I'm green
Right
with
here.
envy.
Yeah, so you can actually find Anne. She's just now launching her work by following her on Instagram. And she would be found by what? Is it leather and velvet or velvet and leather? It's leather and velvet home.
You might check that later though, because we've had a lot of these.
Follow her. She's great, and she'll help you redesign your house on whatever funds you have available, and she'd be happy to take them. So
Yes.
we're going to say goodnight because we have a concert to get to. Cheers.
One more
Happy
time.
times from Catalina.
Salud.
Hit the, yeah. Oh, yes. Good night.
Good night.